Hello everybody, I'm NegPrimer, and today we are rounding out our little tribute to Visceral Games with Dead Space 3. We've already played the first two games, so if you're interested in seeing what those look like, go ahead and click over to those on my channel. Visceral Games is of course the now defunct studio from Visceral and EA, Electronic Arts. I started the game up just to set the graphic settings at what we wanted them to be and everything. So we didn't make any progress at all in the story or anything. We're gonna just start off right from the get-go. I want to point out a couple things before we get started. I believe the second game made about 4 million in sales, 4 million sales, and EA decided that wasn't enough. And so they upped the production values. You can see, just based on this, how much more involved some of these menus are and everything than in the previous entries. Kind of unnecessarily so. It reminds me a lot of what they were doing on like Blu-ray menus when those first started being a thing in the early 2000s. Or not Blu-ray menus, but just DVDs in general, I think, did that. And it really doesn't add anything to the experience, and it's kind of distracting. The other thing I want to point out is there's a solo campaign and a co-op campaign. That's right, Dead Space 3 has a co-op story. It gets rid of the second character in the main story. If you just do solo, it gets rid of that secondary character in large parts, but it's kind of a weird decision. It's something they thought they could do to basically keep people playing. So I'll go ahead and start the story here. Now, I've mentioned in the past that the first two games are much more horror than this title is. This one does still have what we'll refer to as the body horror elements, that it's not really scary so much as kind of gross and, I don't know, you had a little bit of that in the second one, and even the first one, really. It's kind of always been a staple of the series. But there's not the same dark corridors and everything in this one, really. 2314, I don't think we've covered what year the other titles took place in.
Alpha Niner, this is Whiskey 250. Alpha Niner, this is Whiskey 250. Serrano, do you read me?
Tim! Oh, thank God! Did you find it?
Find it. Doc, I'm not even sure what we're looking for.
Just follow the waypoint I sent you. I can't tell you anymore. Just get there. Do you hear me? You have to get there.
What?
Oh, it's lost.
What? Dang it.
So in case you thought that was Isaac Clarke, you would be wrong. See, it's about 300 years in the future for us now, though. It does actually have us controlling this guy, though. Hold B. So let's go off in that direction.
Okay, Tim. You can do this.
I have no ammo.
Oh, he's dependent on you. You're a soldier, right? Right. Gun's not even loaded.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh no.
Hello, it cleared up. Run, hold shift, I guess is what it's telling me. That's what I've been doing, so I'm gonna keep doing that to run. But you can see it's much more cinematic and much, that second game had fairly high production values, but nothing like this.
Hey, Doc, I found it.
Good. Can you get inside?
It's all sealed up.
Look
What
around.
is it?
There must be a way.
It's a plane? Do they have planes in the future? Because this looks outdated for what time frame we're looking in. Crunching noise.
Finally, some ammunition. Got it.
20 shots in it. Brake latch. Oh my gosh. Hello, buddy. Oh man. That's not a necromorph. Although, blowing off your head didn't do anything.
Doc, found a way in.
Good. You're looking for a cylinder about half a meter long. Do you see it?
I'm looking for a cylinder about half a meter long. Hello. Does, no I don't. Okay. Wanted to see if I still had telekinesis from the second game. You can see I can still... Oh man. Again. Well, I'm not sure I want to go up there. Seems like a bad idea since we just saw a body being sucked up and ripped apart. What is this?
Doc, I got it.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Jim, where are you?
Hey, Doc, I'm hanging from a cliff. But I got whatever this is.
The codex!
Let's get out of here.
Saving everything! Meet me at the silo and don't stop for anyone!
Yeah, let's get off this. This seems like a bad place to be. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. What am I shooting? Not really sure what's going on right now. But you can tell it's a lot more bombastic than the last one. Yeah. Are these in the base, or are these off
Fine
that
young soldiers,
plane?
every one of them.
General Mahad, sir.
Where's Dr. Serrano?
That's a good question.
Earl Serrano, always the optimist.
Well, he said I should take this into the city. He said there's still time to stop it, sir. There's still time.
We lost control! And now, for the love of Earth and the sovereign colonies, we've got to do what's right. You love the Earth, son? Your mom and dad?
Yeah, yes, sir, of course.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Okay, crazy. Well then. Okay. Oh, and I just got an origin achievement.
Brothers and sisters, the age of man is at an end. We have become pathetic.
200 years later.
Corporations will be what just
So it's the 2500s now.
Isaac, I know you're there. Come on, pick up the phone. Fine. Look, I just called to say I'm moving on. I have to. Just take care of yourself, okay?
That's right, the events there were taking place 200 years before the Dead Space games. Oh. The fuck, buddy?
Clarke, get the fuck off. Answer me!
Tim?
Who the hell are you?
Lift him up. Up! I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna make this brief. I understand you're something of an expert on markers. You created one.
I didn't make shit. Your government made me.
And you destroyed two, which is why we're here. We got a job for you.
No. No! I'm done with that. You find somebody else for your suicide mission.
We did. Before we lost contact with her. She told us to find you.
Ellie. Where is she? What'd you do to her? Where is she?
Unitologists have breached the inner concourse. We can't hold them.
Captain, run out of time, gotta go.
She's out there all alone, Isaac, and I can't help her unless you help me.
Okay. Okay!
Here. Let's get moving.
So, Ellie, that girl, is one you meet in the second game. Cuties, medpack. So yeah, you can already tell just how completely different this game is.
Playback. Message 33. Caller, Earthrise Apartment.
This message is for the residents of apartment 16. Your rent is past due.
How did that guy get in the bathroom?
Notice. Failing to pay in 3 days will result in eviction.
Okay, I said I'd help you. Now where's Ellie? How long has she been missing?
Objective
Shut up
markers.
and get over here. We'll explain later.
Jeez, dog. So you can tell, like, seriously, you can just tell right off the bat how much different this game is. I have a gun to start off with. It's not a plasma cutter or anything else,
First
it's a
goes last
gun.
battalion. Name's Norton. Captain Robert Norton. Sergeant John Carter.
Last battalion, what do you mean?
Last means last, genius, as in no more left. Looks clear.
No more left.
There's our right.
So, Carver here. Oh, shit.
Lucky fuck!
Carver here's the co-op partner. Actually get... Oh, man, what are you doing? What the... So the Unitologists... it actually introduced them way back in the first game.
Ice, it! Move it! Take cover! Go!
Down in front! Grab the fucking pieces! Open fire!
See, I'm starting off with multiple guns as well. I think they all use the same ammo type in this one as opposed to separate. You can see there's, right off the bat, there's no action like this in either of the first games at any point. So we're already a completely different beast. I think we'll probably make it as far today as I've ever made it in this game. I did... Hello.
These are unitologists. Why are they trying to kill us?
You! They're trying to kill you!
What?
Get out of there! Shut your crap!
Yeah, so the unitologists, I mean, he seems a little surprised, but the unitologists have always been kind of the bad guys of the series. They're a kind of religious cult that think the necromorphs are the kind of next step in human evolution.
Why are these fanatics after?
You've destroyed markers in the past, Isaac. That makes you a direct threat to their plan.
Plan?
Some end-time prophecy based on the markers.
Convergence?
Yeah, Ellie thinks you could stop it.
So now she's missing and they followed you here?
Yes, now get to the roof of the Dredger Corp building. There's an extraction team waiting.
Just tab for details. This is really close. I'm not sure why it's... Okay, so there's workbenches and everything in this one still. It's interesting that they changed the game so much.
Have you seen this man? Please, where is he?
I don't know!
That's not cool, buddy. But you can see there's a lot of stuff going on here that we didn't see in the first game. I realize I've only had you guys watch me play through the first hour, or the first half hour of the first two games, rather. But you'll have to take my word for it that there's not really much in the way of fighting like this. That guy run out into traffic?
Shit! I've hit the freeway.
Then cross it.
They're unmanned transports. They don't stop for anything. I've still got my stasis unit. I'll slow the traffic and get across.
Oops. Seems like a bad idea.
Oops.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Artifacts, so there's collectibles as well. I don't know that we had to destroy like an entire nation's economy. In order to do this. Seems like this might have been a little bit of overkill. Like we couldn't have just found a way up here in the first place. Language, buddy. Why are there bodies in here? Press 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you can see I got a ton of ammo for everything. But if you look in my inventory, I've only got one type of ammo. Oops. So it just uses everything equally. Oh man, that's why it wanted me to switch weapons. This should look somewhat familiar.
Brothers and sisters, the age of man is at an end. We have become too many with too little to go around. Corporations that we once trusted with our money have squandered it. The governments that we once trusted with our future.
Norton, this isn't just a manhunt. It's systematic slaughter.
Oh, you noticed.
But why topple the government? Why EarthGov?
Danik blames them for experimenting with the marker. Thinks it's heresy. So you can imagine what they think of you. Have you reached the extraction site yet?
Almost there.
So yeah, you can, these unitologists are pretty damn crazy. Siege Tranquility delayed. This is the, all the different destinations that you can go. Let's heal up.
Take them out!
Bright light. Oh no! Not cool, buddy.
This one's still alive. Bring him here.
Take them out. Oh, damn. Was that the captain?
Isaac Clarke. Just the man I was looking for. Oh, don't waste your energy. You're going to be dead in a matter of minutes. Pick him up. There's something I'd like you to see. There. See that? It's a marker test lab. They're everywhere at all the major colonies and outposts.
What do you want from me?
As part of the marker test program, Isaac, you helped make them. And today, you of all people get to watch me set them free.
No, no. You'll kill everyone.
Death is only the beginning, Isaac. Nature must take its course, and I can't allow you or anyone else to stop that. Eyes forward, Isaac. Pay attention. And now it's time for you to
Marker
join
up
the
there.
cycle.
There's a marker in there. Oh, oh. So yeah, they view the markers that are creating the necromorphs as holy relics, and so they're angry because mankind keeps creating these things to try to study the necromorphs.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. Tell these guys are some kind of necromorph. So now we're back into more of a typical Dead Space thing. Not really clear why there were necromorphs in here. I'm not sure if the Unitologist brought them, or the implication is that this thing created them. But if it did create them, then why did we not all turn into... And that's really kind of the big question I have. Because one would think that if that blast, because he basically just blew up the building around this marker. So if that's all it needed to turn everybody into necromorphs, I don't really understand why everybody isn't a necromorph. Oh, I do still have that. Grab some of this ammo. But yeah, you can... Nope. Keep hitting escape to get out of that. But you can just tell in general how much different this game is. And I'm not entirely certain of why they changed it completely. I know they wanted to make more money, and they thought this was the best way to do it.
Isaac, have you reached the extraction team
But I'm
yet?
not sure why they thought that was.
And it got here first.
Fuck. Then find a way out of the city. I'm coming in with the Eudora.
Washington Station's not far. I can ride one of the trains out.
Good plan. See you
You
on
look
the
like you
track.
have no eyes. But yeah, I don't know. It's still, I'm still having fun with it. Weird artifact. Black marker first discovered on Earth. The government hid all evidence. Okay, so that's all unitologist propaganda there. What? Is that... I'm supposed to be going that way. There's all these extra little spaces and everything. And then there's these, which for some reason it's not letting me use right now. Oh, I wanted to take the spaceship. How do you back out? It's okay. Let's drop that. Oh. It's weird switching to the menu controls. See, there's...
Hey, who wants candy?
Coming across a lot of ammo and everything in here. Without coming across any enemies. I think we might find some soldiers here in a second. Maybe? It's a little bit of both. Ah, no! Press C when stasis is low. Alright, let's see if we can't get a little bit further. I want to see if I can't get through the opening here like I have in kind of the last two games.
Stay calm and remain indoors. Help is on the way.
But it's kind of an interesting switch because it's the same but not the same.
Damn it. No trains.
Okay.
We also haven't come
I made it to
across
the train
any
station.
save points,
What
if
about
you've
Danik's
noticed.
I lost them in the panic. This outbreak may buy us some time.
Well, grab a train. Let's go.
No good. Looks like the train was getting refitted with a new power car.
So?
We're gonna have to put it back together.
Do it fast. Danik's gunships aren't far off. We'll try to draw them away then. Be fast.
Train assembly incomplete. Please attach engine and fuel car before initiating departure sequence.
Okay, I think...
The engine is in position. Please attach fuel car before initiating departure sequence.
Oh, I did actually manage to grab the right one first as well. I hope I should probably check those lockers over here. We didn't really do a whole lot of this in either the first or the second game, but there is this whole thing. Little, like, problem-solving sections.
Please board to the rear of the train.
Yeah?
All right, Norton. Train's hooked up and ready to head out the south gate. You can't miss it. It'll be the only thing moving.
All right, understood. I'll close in once you clear the city. Be ready for pickup. This is going to be tricky.
Norton, you still haven't told me what happened to Ellie.
Now's not the best time, Isaac.
Is she alive?
Last I saw her was at Keyhole Station. Said she was onto something big, shocked out to some secret coordinates, and then we lost contact. I know your ex-girlfriend very well. She's still alive, and mad as hell we haven't found her yet.
Like, she's my ex-girlfriend, too. Ooh. Boom.
Ah, here comes the cavalry.
Norton, which ship is the Eudora?
The bigger one that just flew over your head. Isaac, look out! They boarded the train.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, I don't know if that went past me or not, so I'm just keeping going. Games don't really do health packs anymore. The new Wolfenstein that's coming out on Friday should. The day this goes up. And it's weird too because the whole series you've been taught to shoot the limbs from enemies, and then these guys are normal humans, so you want to shoot them in the head. There's also a train sequence in the second game.
Now or never, Isaac. Come on. Have a look train. I want nothing left. Nickel clock. Mark in 5, 4,
Yep, there we go.
3, 2.
They're gonna blow up the train. Carver just appeared. So Carver's the co-op partner that we normally have. If we had done this multiplayer or co-op, he would have been, the other character would have taken control of him. Alright, so I think we're going to call it quits there. Thanks everybody for watching. Tune back in tomorrow and we will have another game. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you then.